What's up, y'all? Sorry, it's your boy Drew. Checking out that Drew World Order Live. Figured you guys might have seen the news, maybe not. The Georgia Guidestones are gone. They're no more. They got blown to smithereens. What's up, Rich? Jared Boards. What's good, y'all? I just saw the headline and I looked at it and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna look this up, but I want to go look it up on the stream, and I want to talk about. I bet this ties in what I've been thinking about the past few days, which is what I'm gonna start calling digital Rorschach tests, and we'll get into that. Benton did it, Robert said. Oh man, look at it. You know, all the truthers are like celebrating right now. It's like the dancing Israelis, but it's the dancing truthers right now. The commies and the reversos, they're still, whoa, they still groom your kids, but you did this, so you won, no problem. Start the donos, Rich said. I got did the little overlay pop up? Live chat bot checking in. Oh, really? Graceful did this 30 minutes ago, but she didn't have this footage. Exclusive here, man. It said it was an incendiary device. That's kind of really all I read. I wanted to kind of look it up here with you guys. And I wonder, is that the one? Is that the part of the tower, whatever? The monument that says, you know, maintain humanity under 500 million or whatever it says. There it is, folks. It's beautiful. The globalists are panicking. Which one of you did this? Oh man. Skip ahead, man. That's about it. Let me see kind of what they're saying about the coverage. EBT said it. The globalists are panicking. Guides. Toilet Bowl Earth says Guidestones 9/11 thoughts and prayers for Ted Turner and all his spooks. That's funny, dude. Explosion at historic Guidestones prompts a bomb team response. Let's check this out. They got a little ad playing. Oh, there it is. Wait.
I don't know.
Oh no, that's something else.
I don't know.
That's something in Louisiana. Why is it showing that? They're just trying to get you to click on it and think that that's what it is. It just says an explosive device is suspected to have been used. You know, it probably wasn't a sledgehammer. They caused part of that. I think it was CERN, man. I bet it was CERN that did it. Explosive device around 4 a.m. on Wednesday. Destroyed a portion. They call it the American Stonehenge. The GBI are continuing to investigate. Part of the controversial Guidestones. Oh man, what is that noise? I'm telling you, man, it's CERN. Why is it doing that? I don't want to hear that. Okay, well, we can't watch that one, I guess. Oh man, that's a great idea. Robert says, if I lived closer, I'd pick up some rubble and put it on eBay. Bro, that's like $1 million idea right there. Just put them on little like chains with some orgonite or something. They got any like commentary? I want to see like people talking about it. Let's go to YouTube quick. Got to be something. Here we go.
At noon, an investigation at the mysterious Georgia Guidestones. Here's a live exclusive Sky 4 look from the site. People who live nearby say they heard a boom this morning.
EBT says it was a compressed air device.
Right now, our Rashad Williams is joining us live from Elbert County, Georgia, with what we know so far. Rashad.
It took the jab.
Well, Destiny, right now we know that GBI is assisting with this investigation, but we've got multiple units here on scene, including the GBI's bomb disposal unit. Now, the GBI tells us there is still an active explosive hazard happening here. So to give you a closer look, I want to show you some viewer photos that were sent to us. There's a lot of rubble as a result of what GBI says stems from unknown individuals that detonated an explosive device around 4 a.m., which has destroyed a large portion of this structure. And we do know that Georgia Guidestones has 4 column-like sides to it. And from the photos, Sky 4 video, and from where I'm standing right now, it looks like there are now 3. We've seen several comments from people that live in this area saying they believed it was thunder because it caused their houses to shake. Some describing it as a boom that they heard and felt around 4 a.m. Again, GBI confirming they believe this happened around 4 a.m. So I want to give you a live look at Sky 4 once again. Over the scene right now, GBI has started to mark this area. And for those that don't know what the Georgia Guidestones are, according to Explore Georgia, in part, it's Elberton's most unusual and mysterious set of granite monoliths known as America's Stonehenge, which stands at 19 feet high, and it also serves as an astronomical calendar, as well as containing messages about the conservation of mankind, which is seen for many here in this area as controversial. Now, again, details are limited at this time, but just to reiterate, investigators on scene have told us there is still an active explosive hazard here at the Georgia Guidestones. We will be working throughout the day to bring you the latest updates as we learn more. And right now, you are encouraged, if you have any information, to call Elbert County at their sheriff's office or to contact GBI Athens. But for now, live in Elbert County, Rashad Williams, WIFF News 4.
You know, it was some truther just watching a bunch of like loose change or something, just getting triggered like, that's it. I'm gonna handle this. And like I said, this is just gonna be a quickie. I just wanted to kind of look into this quick and see what they're saying. But I think this exactly will go with what I've been thinking about. Here's some of the history of it. I don't know if I want to go that deep into it tonight. Maybe I can follow up on this later. This is how we felt on 9/11. This is how the globalists feel right now. Yeah, truthers are goy-jacking with blown up Guidestones. EBT said, you know they are too. You know they love it. They think this is like the coolest thing ever. But I wanted to talk about what I've been thinking about the past couple days, and it was like, maybe I'll cut this part out too, and I can do this as a separate video, like a prepared video. But there was this thing that happened, was it yesterday or 2 days ago now? And it won't matter really what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about this specific event, but all the events like this that happen. So I was like looking into it, like all of them, right? And it has all the information when you want to look it up, and you'll see enough information for you to believe this guy is he's a Trump tard, or there's tons of information on the other side to say this guy is an Antifa or whatever. And whatever you wanted to believe, it seems like there's enough information out there where you can like create the case for this was his motive or this was his affiliation. And it seems like that with all these things lately, all these different event, not just this type of event, but like the major multiple day headline news, you know, that they run with. They're all multifaceted to push forward many different agendas at once. So it seems to me when they're doing this and then they let you pick and choose, you know, cherry pick the information you want to make the case that you want, and you go to Twitter and you go on YouTube and you may do a live stream about it and you say, this is what I found and blah, blah, blah. But it seems like it's not about the event itself. All the information is put out there. It's not about you to tell what the information you found is. It's about for them to read into what you're reading into it, if that makes any sense. That's why I said I started to call this like a digital Rorschach test, like the Rorschach test, if you know what that is, these little blobs, and then you see it, the ink blot test, that's what they call it, and you tell the psychologist or whatever what you see, and they say that tells the psychologist about you and your feelings inside and everything like that. So that's what these events seem to be, not just this one. You could put this to anyone going forward or anyone for the last few years. Is there's enough information for you to say whatever you want, and then that's being used to gather information about you, not about the person that you're talking about. Data farming, yeah. Toilet Bowl Earth says that's tinfoil. That's what it seems like to me anyway, because you know other people will say, "Oh, it's the reality that does this, that gives you, you know, anything to pick from." No, it's not the reality, dude. It's not the reality itself. This is the evolution of television, where television gave you a narrative, and there was just one way for you to perceive it, and maybe eventually you saw through it. This is the next iteration, you know, 100 times more powerful than the television of a distraction and everything. It's an interactive, like I talked about before too, the term I'm using called metaverse movies, like the Johnny Depp trial or any of these things. It's a thing you watch on TV across multiple days, but you're involved with it, and you interact with it, and that's what this is too. You could even put that Johnny Depp trial and stuff like that, lump it in with what I'm talking about here, a digital Rorschach test. Remember Rorschach from Watchmen? Did you ever see the movie? This was the best part. I probably can't play it because they put him in the prison. He says, "I'm not locked in here with you. You're locked in here with me." He was just a tiny little dude, but he was a savage. But that's what I think of these things now. And then we can even bring that back to the Georgia Guidestones. I bet it's going to be the same type of thing. It's going to be I thought this was more about the Guidestones. Sorry. It's gonna be if you're the truther, if you are into investigating the New World Order and all that, you're gonna be goy jacking, just like UBT said. And if you're, you know, that's all it is to me, in my opinion. Data mining and giving you enough information. The same people that created the television shows. It's not the reality. It's the same think tanks, Tavistock, all these different NGOs, everything like that, creating these things multifaceted on a much larger scale than like a linear television script that just, you know, has a beginning, middle, and an end. These things have all the information they want because they control the quote-unquote alt media also. So when they put it out, they can put out enough information for all sides. It's intentional to get you to interact with it and spout your opinion. And then they know where you stand at this time. Georgia Guidestones. There's got to be like a hashtag of it. Let's look it up quick. Get that NWO crap out of here. So this person here, Itana, they fell right into it, and now they get Q sorted by the government right into the box that they're in. They're testing you at all times so that they Russian and Chinese call them down. This is what this person says. Let's see if that's true. There's an Arabic, Hebrew, Swahili. But how would they know the orientation then from this? It's a good guess, but it looks like the orientation here to me, here, this is the rectangular side, that's the long way, and then on the left side of that, you have the Russian and Chinese side. But then here, when you're looking at this, I don't know, is that the same? Is that the rectangular side? Maybe it is. Maybe it is the Russian Chinese one. If it is, it's absolutely, intentional. Or you could go as far as 9/11 too and say this was built to be destroyed as well. They got enough eyeballs on it. It's enough in the public lexicon and everything. Everyone knows about it and knows what it means, says, and stands for. And then they can tear that down as I guess you'll find out in the near future why, but then you'll know why. Georgia Guidestones didn't blow themselves. Breaking news. The rest of these demonic walls should be removed. They're still grooming your kids in the school, though. That's no problem. As long as this is down. And I've been chatting with EBT. What's this? Hold on, I want to play this.
In order to fulfill what's written in the Guidestones, they would need 7.268 billion of us dead.
There's a little hole. Like, piss all over this thing if I could, but there's cameras everywhere. And that's like proof. I bet you somebody pissed on this. It smells like piss. I don't know. Spit all over it, though. Oh, I wish I could fart on this bitch.
Been holding that one in for a while. In order to
Oh man, they got him. Yeah, maybe I can do a deeper dive on this later. Explosion at the Georgia Guidestones. More about the history of it. Globalists. This is globalists right now. They're panicking. Ridiculous. Oh, it was Sam Hyde. Sam Hyde did it. Oh, man. Since story's just kind of coming out, I thought there'd be more like videos that I could play of them talking about it. I wanted to hear what they were saying about it. Oh, look at this goofy lady. Hold on.
In Georgia, spring equinox.
Okay, we need we need like the equivalent of libs of TikTok. We need like truthers of TikTok. It would be equally as funny as libs of TikTok.
Welcome to the Georgia.
I can't play it because of the music, man. YouTube's so lame.
1980 by.
Yeah, whatever. Truthers of TikTok coming soon. God wins. Jesus is king. They're gonna come out and say a lightning bolt did it or something like that, huh? This happened at 4 a.m, Derek. Destroy the Georgia Guidestones and put George Floyd stones. Oh, you guys are funny, man. Best news all year. They took the stones down. EBT says they're cranking out the conspiracy content hard AF right now. What a week. Yeah. With CERN going live, everyone was just absolutely going bananas about CERN yesterday. That's why we're just going to blame everything on CERN for the next 90 days. And then now you got this. Then they had the 4th of July guy, Awake the rapper. I looked into it. I don't know how much I can talk about it on here. All that I will say is I was able to find like his music videos, his rap videos and everything like that. And the first one I saw was like him home alone in a classroom. It was like him alone in a school classroom, and the only thing in the room there was desks and like an American flag. And then there was a couple other ones, and I like watched them quick. And then the next morning I woke up and they were all gone. It was, it said this content was removed due to violation of YouTube's terms of service, but the content itself didn't violate the terms of service. It's what the guy did. And then that's another thing I started thinking about too. It's like you have what your actions and what you do they connect that to your art and stuff forever. Like it's far back as even probably further. If there's any more examples, if you can just tell me in the chat. But like Pete Rose, like, you know, the guy with the most hits ever in baseball, they won't let him in the Hall of Fame because supposedly he bet on baseball games and everything like that. So even though he's one of the best players ever, they're not going to let him. And then in even in wrestling, like WWF, WWE, Chris Benoit, you know, one of the best wrestlers ever, then he killed his family. They won't allow him to be in the Hall of Fame and stuff like that. But there was more when I was thinking about it. I can't really remember right now though, but just like things that people did in their public or in their private life or whatever. And then it just allows them to forever like discredit all the work you did, your whole career, your art or whatever like that. Blown to smithereens. It's a good picture. All right, and then I'm going to get up with EBT soon and we'll do a live. We'll talk about all this conspiracy buffet, as we like to say. And we'll get into it as whenever he's up for it, we'll get back on here and chop it up and talk about it. So that's all I wanted to talk about was this, and then the term I've been saying this last few days, digital Rorschach test, where they get you to see what you see, and it reveals more about you than the event itself that actually happened. And they're all metaverse movies that you interact with. All right, everybody. I appreciate your time. I'll be back soon, and peace out.
At the Georgia Guidestones, apparently an explosion early in the morning. Look, you can see the top there. It's cracked. Their sacred geometry is now ruined. There it is. And they keep flashing to 61. Fire engine 61. That's interesting. There's the sheriff there. They're hanging out. Yep. Yeah, Georgia Guidestones just got blowed up last night. Tell you what, right here in Georgia with Elbert County. There they are right there. Pretty interesting news. I've been praying for this for a long time. Georgia Guidestones. They're probably going to blame it on some Trump supporter or something like that, or some mind-controlled kid with the number 47 tattooed on his face. All right, we're here.